Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, and welcome back to another live stream. How's everybody doing today? Good morning or good day, depending on where you're from. Hope everybody's day is going well. Hope everybody's week is going well. Very excited to get back on here with everyone. Continue to gain more conviction through experience. Another day, another opportunity to continue to keep working and learning. I will be relentlessly working and learning every single week. Conducting my business, gaining more conviction in our model, showing up and gaining that experience by participating in our session. For anybody that's willing to learn and work with me, we'll continue to keep showing up every single day, both on stream, in Discord, on Twitter. Consistency is key. We'll continue to keep showing up to gain that muscle memory that we need to run our businesses. Good morning, good morning, good morning, or good day, depending on where you're from. Hope everybody's day is going well. Hope everybody's week is going well. See who we have here today. Good morning, Mario. Good morning, Sergio. Good morning, Mr. Gangster. Good morning, Angelo. Good morning, Maya. Good morning, Yubong. Good morning, Junia. Good morning, Mike. HMH, how are you doing today? Lebu, how are you doing today? Trader Kira, how are you doing today? Good morning, Amir. Good morning, Shravan. Good morning, Weapon. Azos, what's up? Dreams Fulfilled, good morning. Makio, good morning. Mutin Roshi, good morning. Darts, good morning. Ozzy, good morning. Muhammad, good morning. Abdullah, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's week is going well. Hope everybody's day is going well. Lewis, good morning. Andrew, good morning. Toten, good morning. Cheech, good morning. White Chocolate, good morning. Kimu, good morning. Angel, good morning. Humble Hustler, how are you doing today? Pierre, good morning. June, good morning. Lucas, what's up? Kelvin, how are you doing today? Luke, how are you doing today? Ronnie, good morning. Two Chains, good morning. John, good morning. Ethan, good morning. Honest Trades, good morning. Leslie, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Mr. Fernando, good morning. Tasso, good morning. Bays, good morning. Jess, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning or good day, depending on where you're from. Before we get into any information, before we create our game plan, just a few conversations to have here. Something that I spoke about on Twitter this morning. ICT Trader Student, good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's day is going well. Just a quick conversation. This was a conversation I had on Twitter this morning. Very clear here that there are multiple unicorn setups that occurred this morning. There was a bullish setup that I'm outlining right now. Very decisive one, to say the least. Right, you get a swing low, you get a swing high, you get a new low, then you get a new high. So very clear, decisive, bullish unicorn. But you have to understand your game plan. Okay, it doesn't matter what's on the screen. What does matter is your game plan. Okay, if you've set rules for yourself, then the results to a trade does not matter. What does matter is that you follow those rules you've set for yourself. Risk management is more important than any impulsive decision. Okay, so I'm saying this specifically to the individuals that sit there and say, I only execute during New York Open. Right? Because this was confirmed at 6:35 a.m. New York time. That's before New York Open. And what I'm trying to say is the results don't matter. It doesn't matter that it was a winner. What does matter is that you follow your rules. Okay? Yeah, this is one of the cleanest setups I've seen in a while. And go figure, we get another extremely clean unicorn, right? We'll go through it. So take a look. Hourly swing high. This was also London high, right? So a higher time frame point of interest. It takes out the London high. After taking out the London high, you get a very clean unicorn, right? A swing high, a swing low, a new high, then a new low. Very decisive displacement, right? It had no issue displacing through the breaker and leaving an FEG aligned with the breaker. And then it provides the retrace to the breaker to provide a short entry and then plays out the 2R. Or closing in on 2R. Once again, hear me clearly. This doesn't matter. Why does this not matter? Because if you're the individual that has made the rule for yourself that you only participate during New York Open, none of this matters. It doesn't matter how clean the unicorn is. What matters is you follow your risk management. You follow your rules. Having discipline is going to bring you much further, not only in this business, but in life. Okay, so overall, what I'm saying here is focus on the process and allow the results to be a byproduct of that. You have to be able to control your mind. You have to be able to control your actions. You have to be able to control your emotions. If you've set the rule that you only participate during a certain time, then this unicorn model does not matter. And there should be no reason, no type of influence that makes you take this trade. Give your business the respect it deserves. If you give your business the respect it deserves, the results will follow. The results are a byproduct of your process. Just a quick conversation this morning because I had that conversation on Twitter. We also got a second model that appeared, so I wanted to talk about it again. But it's very simple. If you've set rules for yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody online says. It doesn't matter what anybody in Discord says. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you follow your rules. You follow your risk management. Okay, so just a quick conversation before we get into some analysis here. We're going to have to work on the mental/emotional aspect of this business as frequently as possible. Because the moment you break this rule right here, and let's say it does head to plus 2R, so it's a winner, that negative reinforcement is creating a bad habit that's going to ruin your business at some other point in time. Both of these results suck because if you get a winner, then you're enforcing a negative habit that you shouldn't be doing. And if you get a loser, you're going to be absolutely pissed off at yourself. And there's going to be horrible emotions that come with it because then you're going to be sitting there saying, I knew I shouldn't have done that. So there's really no good that comes from it. Fall in love with the process. Allow the results to be a byproduct of it. All right, enough of the rant. I just wanted to have a quick conversation because I had that conversation on Twitter this morning, so I wanted to finish that conversation with everybody here. Now, let's begin to get our game plan set. Same thing as every other live stream. We're going to develop our game plan. We're going to execute our game plan. We develop our game plan through the justifications to our actions, through our model, the way that we view price. And I'm not sitting here saying that the way that I view price is right or wrong. Okay, there's many different models that work. What matters is that you've set yourself a game plan and you follow those rules. I don't care if you trade inversions. I don't care if you trade unicorn model. I don't care if you trade moving averages or some kind of indicator. What does matter is that you define your edge, execute your edge with strictly defined risk management. And that's what we do here daily. Come in here, we create a game plan, then we execute that game plan. Okay, here's the game plan. Time is the most important element, so we'll get over to the economic calendar. Bias or draw on liquidity is the second most important element, and entry function is last. Okay, everybody knows that I trade the unicorn model, so I can at least fill in this one automatically. Get over to the economic calendar. For any of the individuals that are wondering why you can't communicate with us here in chat, you have to sub to the channel. The chat is sub-only mode. And while you're at it, like the video. Let's get our game plan set as we got another minute here before New York Open. I do want to put this on here. Okay, I thought I saw... Can you double check this for me? I thought they put a Trump speech on here. Can somebody go and check to see if Trump is speaking today, if you don't mind? And then throw it in chat when you find out the information. I thought they put it here. I don't see it here right now. Somebody take a look to see if Trump is speaking today. Oh, wow. Thank you. I guess I'm blind this morning. That was yesterday. Thank you. Thank you, chat. I don't know. I guess I'm blind this morning. Yesterday. Okay. Nonetheless, either way, we have to be aware of Trump. Everybody has seen the type of impact he has on the market. So I understand that we don't have any red folders this morning. We do have to be aware of inventories for oil. Right, that's the high impact driver for oil. So if anybody's trading oil this morning, be aware of inventories. But for indices, we have no red folders, and the important time will be New York Open. Still keep an eye on Trump tweets, though. Okay? So in terms of time, we have New York Open. And then bias, right? Or draw on liquidity. Now, for draw on liquidity, let's take a look. We are again tapping into the bullish daily FVG. Take a look at this here. We have taken out previous day low into a bullish daily FVG. Take a quick look at ES. ES also took out previous day low. Okay, the bullish FVG is down here, but NQ is very clear that we tapped that bullish FVG and we've taken out previous day low. Now, the next thing I have to say in terms of draw on liquidity, we won't be able to see it because of this, so let me just put an indicator on real quick. take a look at Asia session is what I was going to say. So what I was going to say was we've taken out Asia low. We've taken out London low. Okay, so the lows have been taken out. The lows have been taken out. Yes, London high was taken out, but Asia specifically. A lot of people like to use Asia session as a form of liquidity. Take a look at Asia session here. More importantly, there's two forms of liquidity here. If you zoom out a bit more, the last two Asia sessions have yet to be swept. Okay, so for these reasons, right? The reason of tapping into a daily bullish FEG and the unswept Asia sessions from the last 2 days, I'm bullish. I'll be looking for a bullish unicorn. I'll be targeting the prior Asia sessions. So let's take this off so we can now clean it up, understand what we're looking at here. Asia session, Asia session. Keep these marked. We need these ones. Okay, we tapped into the daily bullish FEG. Due to tapping into the bullish daily FEG, I'm looking for the prior Asia sessions to be the draw on liquidity. Did a nice job bouncing off the first unicorn there. We'll see if they can confirm the continuation unicorn. Right, this would be a continuation unicorn here if we get an FEG aligned with it. So we got another 5 minutes here. We'll wait to see if we get confirmation of that. I will be looking at this right here. If we get confirmation, this is what I'm looking at. All right, so this is what I'll be looking at for today. Take a look at ES. ES trying to do the same thing. Okay. Something else to take a look at. Not trying to fall into information overload, but take a look at this as well. We're in discount of the current range. Trying to bounce from an hourly FEG. All right, so I also like to see that we're in a discount of the prior range. And it's working off of an imbalance here. Next is, look at this low resistance liquidity. Look at all these failure swings here. Bunch of failure swings. Bunch of failure swings. You also have an hourly bullish unicorn there. So we'll wait to see if we get confirmation. Got another 2 minutes here. For anybody that didn't see the news, got moved over to a live account on My Funded Futures. So if we do end up getting confirmation to this, I'm going to move over to the micros. The amount of risk that was given to me for the live account is only a $500 daily loss limit. Right? So for this, that has 53 points as a stop loss. Right? One contract of NQ would be more than $1,000. Right? So position sizing accordingly, I would have to go down to the micros. What's one of the benefits to the live account? Daily payouts. Payouts is like ES is trying to confirm it as well. So we're going to go ahead and put both of them on the screen here. MNQ will be on the left. MES will be on the right. Like ES might give the entry there. We'll take a look. Okay, ES is giving the entry, whereas NQ is leading it. We'll take a look at MES. So since MES gave the entry before NQ, we'll take MES. And we'll watch it from here. Now risk is to be accepted before any risk is taken. Okay. Quick disclaimer as well. You are to accept the risk that you are taking. I am not responsible for your risk. Take complete ownership in your own executions. I'm here to document my own business. You are to do your own due diligence in terms of your own trades. So take ownership in your own business. Now, while we're waiting and watching, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw it in chat. We can go over it. I would be willing to take one more of these. See if another entry is provided. I would take one more contract. It fits the risk. But now it's a matter of waiting and being patient. Risk is to be accepted before the risk is taken. Now it's a matter of, does stop loss get hit or does take profit get hit? We'll wait and see. How do you choose whether to take ES or NQ? There wasn't really a choice here, right? Take a look at NQ. It didn't provide an entry, right? So in terms of making a choice, only one provided the entry. So there's no, right? You couldn't have even traded NQ because it didn't tap back into the unicorn. There's really no choice to make there. Right? If my model is to enter from the beginning of the breaker with a stop loss below it, then there's no entry here on NQ. Right? Take a look at ES, where ES tapped into the breaker after we got confirmation. NQ did not. So there really is no choice to make there. So do I not wait for a macro? To be completely transparent, I don't believe in macros. A macro is just another word for saying the hourly candle is opening or closing. If you entered on NQ, that's completely fine. You just know that you front ran this, right? Entry for me and my model is from the beginning of the breaker with a stop loss at the low. So if you did enter NQ, the confirmation happened here at 9:35. When the 9:35 candle closed, that was the confirmation to the unicorn. Right? So you front ran the unicorn, which is fine. That's what I'm trying to say. Just understand how you're operating. Understand what you're doing. Why long the weaker pair? What shows that it's the weaker pair? Right now, there is no SMT, right? We're doing a long, right? So take a look at the lows. When analyzing SMT, when analyzing bullish SMT, you look at the lows. Right now, at the lows, there are no SMT. So I wouldn't call either one a stronger or weaker pair. If anything, take a look at the daily chart. I would even call ES the stronger pair because NQ was able to tap into the daily FEG while ES was not able to. Take a look at the daily FEG that we pointed to in terms of bias. So with there being no SMT present, I wouldn't call one stronger or weaker. Either way, the trade's taken. The risk was accepted. At this moment in time, it's a matter of being patient and waiting. Either the idea gets validated by going and hitting the take profit, or it gets invalidated by going and hitting the stop loss. That's the only thing to do at this point. I don't think one can ever predict how many unicorns will be appearing in the market. Trying to predict the future is a very bad idea. Nobody has a crystal ball. We can't tell what the future is. So what's the higher time frame point of interest? Again, the top-down analysis was completed already. Just go back to the beginning of the stream if you need to see it. All right, huge daily FEG right here. Excuse me. Huge hourly bullish FEG here. That's also a bullish hourly unicorn. All right, so there's multiple confluences here. So higher time frame point of interest. It's trying to bounce from an hourly FEG or an hourly. This is actually not a unicorn. That the FEG is not aligned with it, but it is a breaker. Nonetheless, there's a huge hourly FEG right here in a discount of the current range. How do I journal in this case? You're looking at the journal right now, the live recordings. This is why I do live streams, because I'm literally recording my thought process, my feelings, my executions in real time. So everything I say here on the live stream is the logic and decision making that I put into my trades. That's being recorded. So in terms of journaling, I'm recording all of my sessions. Then I can go back and watch them at any point in time. A reversal unicorn and a continuation unicorn is the same exact model. It's the unicorn model. It's the same exact thing. Those aren't two different models. Which one will you prefer for long, stronger pair or weaker pair? You're supposed to long the stronger pair, short the weaker pair. Do that by analyzing SMT. How many trades do I take in a day? I take 1 trade a day maximum, 2 trades a week maximum. Was this a clear setup for me? Yeah, that's why I took it. I'm not going to trade something that I can't identify, that I don't understand. The only time you should be trading is if it's very clear to you. For anybody that's wondering why you can't communicate with us here in chat, you have to sub to the channel. The chat is sub-only mode. So sub to the channel. Like the video while you're at it. You can even turn the notifications on so that you can be alerted for when we go live again or when we post any educational videos on the channel. We have a complete unicorn model playlist. So for anybody that's questioning the position or the model, you could watch the playlist on YouTube. For anybody that's questioning the position as well, feel free to just rewind this video. I completed the top-down analysis and explained the entire position. D. Howie joining the Unicorn University Club. Huge. Gonna end up having the logo there now next to your name as well. Welcome. You'll see the people that have the unicorn tag. Those are the other people that are members. What is the target based on? Target's based on risk to reward. 1 to 2 risk to reward, along with multiple Asia session liquidities being above us. Look at these Asia session liquidities here. This is from Monday. This is from Tuesday. Both Asia session liquidities have yet to be ran. So those are draws on liquidity. Maybe I'm missing the joke. What does that mean? Grateful Dead may sue you, Ash? What does that mean? Isn't Grateful Dead what is that, a movie or a game or what is Grateful Dead? If you find an A+ setup at least once a day, why not take it? Because risk management. Risk management is more important than trading a pattern on a screen. Risk management is the #1 priority at all times. Should not just be trading every single unicorn you see. It's a 60s band? That's probably why I don't know it. Too young for that. Wasn't around in the 60s. Ash, can you please add an alert to 1-to-1 risk to reward on this trade? 1-to-1 would be right here. Oh, hold on. Move that. Hold on. Second here. All right, so 1-to-1 risk to reward would be 59.38. You want to just set your limit there. 59.38 is 1-to-1. Yes, I also live stream in Unicorn University. This is a great example of the unicorn setup. Higher time frame reference. Breaker is obvious. Plus FEG is obvious. Easy to spot. So count how many candles it took to create the setup. I just left you guys a golden nugget. Count how many candles it took to create the setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. This would be the confirmation candle. You have a checklist for the setup? Yeah, if you don't, I have a bunch of free PDFs. If you haven't gotten any of them yet, take a look at the free PDFs. Will I move stop loss to break even? No, I don't plan on moving stop loss to break even. If that's something you want to do, feel free to be an independent thinker. Right? I don't know if you have other responsibilities that you have to take care of today. I don't know if you're using Apex, right? They have trailing unrealized drawdown. I don't have to worry about the unrealized trailing drawdown because this is a live My Funded Futures account. how many candles is ideal. 10 or less makes it look more decisive. It takes 10 or more. The more candles it takes, it becomes less decisive. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to take a sip of water. All right. Thanks for the patience. Why did you take the trade? Just rewind this video. Go back to the beginning of this video. I completed the entire top-down analysis explaining why I took the trade. Any discounts for Unicorn University? No, there is no current discounts for Unicorn University. Yes, there is a 50% off discount for my funded futures accounts. That is only for new customers. So you have to be a new customer to get that one. And that's for my funded futures. Got another 15 minutes here before I move over to the My Funded Futures live stream. Feel free to throw any questions or comments in chat for the next 15 minutes. And then do me a favor, follow me over to the My Funded Futures live stream and we'll finish this conversation there. So we got another 15 minutes on this live stream. How many days a week do you mentor in the Unicorn University? I show up every single day of the week. The weekends is when I take a break, but Monday through Friday, I am running my business. I'm here in the office running my business. What's my opinion about waiting for the 10 a.m. candle? Well, you can see my opinion here. I didn't wait for the 10 a.m. candle. Entry was at 9:40. Wow, what a move there. See if they want to continue. Didn't take out Asia high just yet. Nice move, though. Some kind of news or something? That came out of nowhere. See if they want to finish up the 2R there. Looking at about... Already went 1.4. So anybody that took the long, if 1.4 satisfies you, go ahead and take your profits. I'm looking for 2R on this one. Is it possible for price to retrace to your entry and respect the bullish FEG by tapping into it? I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what price is going to do. I've accepted the risk. Now I'm waiting for a result to the position. So I don't look to predict. I look to efficiently execute. I look to react as efficiently as possible. That's what I was looking for. I'm not predicting. My Funded Futures link. That's in the Discord. I'll have to grab it after this. I need to just finish up this position first. Oh, links in the description. Perfect. Thank you. Go check the description of this video. Nice 2R. Thanks, Ash. I used a tighter stop loss. Let's go, Trader Kira. W. W in chat. W, W, W. Yeah, listen, like I said, you are to control your own risk. You are to take responsibility of your own risk. So just because I'm doing something does not mean that you don't manage your own risk. For anybody that's, not willing to hold the position any longer, take the win. Close it up. Call it a day. It's a beautiful W. I don't control what you do. You own all of your own decisions. You own your risk. So you make the decisions. Got another 10 minutes here. Feel free to throw any questions or comments in chat before we move over to the My Funded Futures live stream. $10 to 15 points on the S&P is a win. For me, I'm out. Very good job. See, that's what being an independent thinker is. Very good job. Congratulations on the W. Thanks, Ash. Got my wash trade in. Held along for a couple minutes, called it a day, and it's a W. Congratulations, Jugal. That's what we needed right there. Very good job. The front runner himself, Mr. Zicky, front running once again. Probably walked away with some green on that one. Very good job, Zicky. How do you have a bullish bias? Just go to the beginning of this video. I did the complete top-down analysis before I got into this trade, explaining why I took the trade. Mario front ran. Easy W. Mr. Gangster's waiting for 2R. Weapon front ran. Looks like Flower got a W too. Congratulations to everybody that got a W this morning with me. If you miss the setup, there's no emotion to have about that. Do not try to chase it now. There will always be another opportunity. Focus on the process. Allow the results to be a byproduct of that. Don't change your process because you missed the trade. There will always be another opportunity. Find discipline in executing the process. If you miss the trade, just remain patient and stay on the sidelines. W on 3 Apex funded. Congratulations, Yogi. Very good job. Ash, is there any prop without unrealized trailing drawdown? Yeah, my funded futures. My funded futures is end of day drawdown. Use code ASH if you do. Code ASH will get you the best discount there. MFFU has the option of B2B or only B2C. What does that mean? What's that abbreviation mean? I don't know what you're trying to say. Ash, the 6 a.m. setup got front ran. Would you wait for the limit fill or market in? I don't trade before the market, so a 6 a.m. setup is not something I would use. All right, so I'm going to begin to wrap up the stream. That way, I could go get a new thing of water and a snack before the My Funded Futures live stream. If you guys want to continue this conversation, meet me over on the My Funded Futures live stream in about 19 minutes. Congratulations to everybody that caught the W this morning. A beautiful unicorn, to say the least. If you did get green this morning, it's now your responsibility to stay green. Okay? Over trading is not acceptable. Keep the green that you have. Okay? It's better to stay green than to risk what you've already accomplished. Congratulations for anybody that took the W. I will see you all in another 20 minutes over on the other live stream. Have a nice day, everyone.